And where it went was straight in the garbage. Yep. So what you're saying is Master Chief and Captain America have one thing in common, and they both stopped a Hitler.
I'm gonna be able to dodge it. I'm dodging it. I'm moving halfway across the planet to dodge it.
Ah, now I see. There's a submerged section that connects these towers to the outlying structures. Looks like we're going down. Unless you prefer to swim.
Look at all these nice graphics.
I've intercepted a secure transmission from Regret's carrier to something called High Charity. It seems to be a formal apology to the prophet of truth and mercy.
Look at all these nice graphics that all the fucking people playing Halo 2 for the first time on the good graphics got to see. Alright, I gotta see this as a kid.
Arguing that no
Oh.
was foretold. That explains why
Yeah.
there are few ships in his fleet.
Yeah, it was still fairly good, but at the same time, this is what...
About his enemy's homeworld.
Yeah. Look at that. They changed it. Yep.
I mean, I reckon that's kind of fair enough because a bunch of people would want to do it on the OG graphics for nostalgia's sake.
Really, people want to do it on this?
Yes.
They do. They actually do. Yeah. You know why they changed it? Because they need Halo Infinite to succeed. No, they need to show that like 343 is out here working hard, no matter what it is. Nope. Yeah, they really have to. Halo Infinite cannot fuck it up. They cannot flop Halo Infinite.
Well, that's the thing, right? A
behind is on
lot
the
of
charge.
stuff like this kind of runs. I feel like with series, in a lot of ways, it's a two-strike system. Whether it's games, movies, TV shows, whatever, right? People can, if there's one bad follow-up, people will go, not a fan of that. But if there's two in a row, you know, if there's then a good one after that, people go like, all right, they got back on track. But if there's two in a row, then people basically write it off a lot of the time.
Yeah. Or you could just be Marvel and put out straight garbage and people will eat it up.
It's people aren't eating it up, Alex. Like the comic industry sales is.
Oh no, I'm not
tanked.
talking about. I'm talking about the movies, not the comic books. The comic books have been garbage for years. Brain do goody good chemical, yeah.
I'd say what it more is that the marketing is more like heavily focused on a more dedicated group. How are you living?
He can't fit.
Well, that's because you don't associate yourself with the people who are big. I know quite a few big fans of, like, I have to disagree. There are some very hardcore fans.
What that mainly comes down to is it's $15 for a movie ticket. It's $100 for a fucking video game. That's true.
Alex is allergic to Game Pass for no particular reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
Regret's carrier just received a response from High Charity. A very well encrypted message from the
Yeah.
Prophet of Truth. Listen to this. Your haste has jeopardized the fulfillment of our covenant, threatened our grand design. That you shall be spared a public display of our contempt is thanks only to mercy and his wise
Ronaldo, you got Ronaldo. You rolled the gacha and you got Ronaldo.
prophet hierarchs. Killing regret should shake up the covenant leadership. But frankly, it sounds like you might be doing truth a favor.
Yeah. So we started like we're on a fucking ring in space with a functioning ecosystem, and the first question asked was, why are there animals on it? No one asks fucking Captain America why there are animals. Yeah. Yeah. There's too much teeth in your mouth for that, Manchester United.
Well, all the people that
none.
nitpick the little bits and changes in laws that don't follow the comic accuracy, which there are quite a few people that do that.
Also, I disagree because Marvel has rebooted its comic the same like 4 or 5 times. So whatever issue they're arguing isn't the same. It's like fucking. How the fuck would you know?
Well, that's yes and no, because
Is
you're
this-
going
it's
sure
not-
each one doesn't match up. It's like, well, yes and no when there is a specific Infinity War timeline in the comics. Like,
Yeah.
yes, there are lots of different universes and lots of different versions, but the Infinity War only happened once.
Yeah.
As opposed to people complaining about different resemblances in the lighting from the previous version of the same game?
How's it going, you two? So far, so good. We're approaching the main temple now. Roger that. I'm as close to the library as I can get. There's some sort of barrier. We're trying to find a way around it.
Like FIFA players and Jordan.
See, I definitely agree with that. If a bad movie is bad, people are like, wow, that movie was shit. And
Yeah.
people go on about it. But it's a similar thing, right? If Iron Man was shit, people are like, wow, that was a shit movie. You know, like the second Thor, and the first Thor wasn't that good either. And that people are like, yeah, they're not great movies, and they don't care. Because there wasn't that establishment. If, No. The reason I say that, if, like, we've all played shit games. If Halo 1 was a shit game, it just never would have become the icon it was. But because it's the fifth one, that's why I say it's with the same with, like, the MCU. If Infinity War flopped hard because it was shit, that would have made a massive outcry.